I'm watching your show because I'm trying to learn about YouTube.
You're very good at what you do.
And don't worry, this isn't the outdated and obvious tips that you already know. We're gonna be getting into the practical stuff that you could use. Follow the 5 C's. You already know how important thumbnails are to getting people to click on your videos. So I made this checklist that I'll show you in a moment, inspired by my interview with one of the best to ever do it, Marques Brownlee.
Okay, so thumbnails have 2 things. They have to look good really small, and then they have to obviously get you intrigued and maybe get the video started without actually getting the video started.
Yeah. So Marques talked about 2 things when it comes to thumbnails, but I actually think there are 5, and I call it the 5 C's: composition, context, clean, curiosity, and color. The first C is composition, meaning, does the framing or the angles or the leading lines draw you in? The first thumbnail here is so captivating because it comes from the point of view of a person holding onto those chairs for dear life. And the leading lines down the corridor, I mean, this is just a masterpiece of a thumbnail. The second one comes from Isaiah Photo, and it's so well composed with the camera being positioned above his head, the prime bottles are all around him. Like, you could tell that he took time to frame and compose this shot properly. The second C is context. So too many creators design their thumbnails without any context of where it'll show up. They design it on a giant screen, so it may look good on desktop, but like Marques says, it has to look good when small on mobile. So here's a rule I like to use. If you scale down your thumbnail to 18%, can you still read it? If not, you gotta simplify it. And you can see in these examples, you can clearly see the headphones, the ball, the text, the spider. It still pops even when it's smaller. The next C is clean. Too many thumbnails are a cluttered mess. The rule to remember is this: does your thumbnail have 3 elements or less? Like, this first one has the head, the text, the pink foam. The second one from Tyler Blanchard has his head, the text, the grenade. It's simple and clean. The next C is curiosity, meaning, does your thumbnail pose a question that viewers immediately want answered? And this could be done with blurring or blocking out of an element like Unbox Therapy did, or contradicting something like you see in this fake model thumbnail that Zach did. And again, this one has great composition too. Look at those leading lines. They just draw your eye in. So the more C's you could check off the list, the better. And the last C is the most powerful, and that's color. Meaning, do you pair colors in a way that draws the eye? And for that, you want to refer to the color wheel and pair primary colors with the complementary ones. Like Ryan Trahan's hair and shirt in this thumbnail are yellowish gold, so it's not an accident that he made the chairs around him purple. Or Michelle Carre pairing the primary color of blue of her blazer and glove with orange jumpsuit and the orangish brown background. Brilliant. And you know what's really wild? I was playing around with the new ChatGPT 4o, and you could literally take these thumbnails or any thumbnail that adheres to the 5 C's and then like take a selfie of yourself and then put in a prompt that's like, please replace the person in this thumbnail with me and keep their wardrobe and facial expression the same. And then you like, look at this is crazy. You'll get these thumbnails. And to be clear, I'm not recommending you do this at all. I'm just showing you how powerful these tools are becoming, especially if you know the 5 C's. So obviously there's a lot of ethical questions and you know, there's a lot of things to unpack and discuss here, but the point is that even you could like put in a sketch like this now and get a great thumbnail back in no time. I mean, just understanding these 5 C's is a game changer. And I curated about 90 more examples of great thumbnails in the YouTube hack pack that I mentioned. I know I keep bringing that up, but I really believe it puts so much of this in practice. But the bottom line is, you don't need to hit all the 5 C's with your thumbnail, but the more, the better.